What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Vikings, Season 4, Episode 6. What might have been?
That could be a lot of things.
A lot of things, for sure.
Lagatha and Kauf, Bjorn, Ragnar,
Floki. There's a whole lot of stuff that could apply to.
Ivar.
Yeah. I mean, we could jump off right there. Because there were two shocking moments that played out last episode. Ivar, the Boneless. I know that's what his name is. I keep calling him the Monster because that's what Aslug kind of visioned her baby to be before he was born. So that's what I'm going with. I know he's Ivar the Boneless. I know. But he was kind of put into a situation to play with a bunch of kids, and they were kind of like playing monkey in the middle type of thing, and like he couldn't catch it because obviously he doesn't have the use of his legs, and he got it once, it got ripped away from him, and then Floki grabbed it, gave it to him, and then he got into like a wrestling match with whatever that was they were tossing around, and he pulled out an axe, and he axed a kid in the head, and he killed him. Holy shit.
I'm affected by that.
That was so insane. Like, this show is really good at like causing and creating like holy shit moments, because I was expecting him to get frustrated. Like, it was clearly a situation where they were all running around him and they all had an advantage, and that's not a situation where you just sit there and be like, oh, okay, I'm never gonna get the toy. Like, you get frustrated even as a little kid.
Totally, I understand that.
I thought he was gonna just get upset and like maybe hit someone or push someone or scream at someone, but
not a fucking axe.
He had an axe in his little whatever that was that he was sitting in, and took it straight to a kid and just cracked his skull and killed him. That and the
but
way
Oslog was like, it's okay, it's not your fault.
The way she handled it was quite
that poor
shocking
mother,
as well.
The mother of that child.
Pretty crazy. And that clearly she's going to be an enabler in terms of him because of his special needs, and like she's super close to him, and just the fact that she's playing it off that yes, obviously it was an accident. He probably had no idea what he was doing, and he didn't try to kill the kid. But then again, like in their world, you see it playing out all the time. So who knows? But yes, he probably did not expect to kill another child because he freaked out when it happened. I just don't like the way Aslug kind of handled the situation.
No, I don't like that at all.
It was.
And Floki seemed pleased about it.
Yeah, I kind of went back and like as I was watching it, like Floki's expressions are really hard to read. I'm not sure if he was like pleasantly surprised or if he was just like, oh shit, like kind of like bothered by it. Mm-hmm. Like his expression was kind of like, after seeing it a couple more times, it was still kind of hard to read. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, I know,
interesting.
Like starting out as a killer at that little age, like it's crazy. But like, I don't know where that goes. I don't know, like with the way that Aslug is treating it and handling him, I don't know where that kind of situation goes. If that's what it's going to be all the way through his childhood, that could be really dangerous. And another savage, fucking Lagatha, on their wedding day decides, now is the time I'm going to fulfill my promise and kill Kauf. We all knew it was coming because...
Maybe that's why the episode was called Promised.
Yeah, that's one of, I feel like there were a couple different promises that were mentioned in that episode, but yeah, it was definitely one of them. Mm-hmm. And if there's one thing that we know for sure, she's going to follow through on her promises.
Absolutely.
Like, we all knew it was coming, and it was still just like, I think the scenario and the setup and just the way everything was playing out that episode, like the whole pregnancy thing, which I am 100% believe she was lying to him just to get him into position.
I see that now.
We'll see. You never know.
Hoping, you know, maybe.
I mean, she could be pregnant and lose the child. Like, that could be what the prophecy means about her never bearing a child. Like,
that's true.
She could possibly still get pregnant, but never actually, have the baby. But yeah, like, even though like, it's one of those moments where it's like, you could have been like, oh yeah, she's going to kill him. Like, we know that. And the way that it played out was just like, holy shit. It was like...
in the most savage way possible.
And then she walks out in her really nice dress with blood all over her and her friggin' savage shield maidens all around her. And she retook her position as...
Earl Ingstad.
Yeah, she took it back. And Erlander is just kind of standing there just like... Okay.
Cool.
Because he's probably going to die next.
One can only hope.
Because Bjorn, who is really coming into his own in this show, ever since he's come back from his little adventure, he's like...
I don't know about him.
He's like super full of confidence. He's like talking shit. He's like...
But his relationship with Torvi, she is not...
That's tough.
She's not happy about this because, like, basically he's just using her for sex.
And even Ragnar's like, what kind of person? Like, I was actually kind of surprised by that reaction.
I'm not surprised. I appreciate that he said that.
Yeah.
What kind of dude pulls a mother away from their own child?
Selfish one.
What kind of dude?
I mean, Ragnar, he tried to put Ragnar on the spot, but he's like, that's not what happened. That's not how it played out. Mm-hmm. But this dude is, like, he found out whose ring it was, so I can only imagine that's going to be his, like, top priority at this moment, is finding out exactly where he is, showing up and handling business.
Handle it.
Yeah, he's going to handle some business. And speaking of Ragnar, he's in a really weird place right now.
He is.
It seems like he's got this like new, I don't want to call it an addiction, but he's like...
It seemed that way when he grabbed like the drugs.
Yeah, like he's itching really bad
He's
for
like, I need
for
it.
the high.
I need it. My brain is still sick. It's
Yeah.
like,
it's not a good situation at all, and now he's talking about how he doesn't have the energy and the desire to go fight anymore. He's getting old, and
he's got the energy and the desire to do other stuff.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to fight anymore, it seems like. And Edu is another really fascinating character that seems to have brought another kind of element of Ragnar out of him. Like, he's fascinated by her, he's probably attracted to her, and just everything about her, because she's from another land. She's from another world. Mm-hmm. And that fascinates the shit out of him. And it probably helps a lot that she is the daughter of the emperor of all of China. It's like, that probably intrigues the shit out of him. Yeah.
I don't even know.
I would not be shocked if it went through his brain and be like, ooh, we got to figure out how and we'll get to China. Like...
I wouldn't put it past them, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know how they would pull that off.
I don't know if that's in history. Vikings invade China.
I don't know. I don't recall that kind of part of history, but I would guarantee with the way Ragnar approaches and thinks about things, it probably crossed his mind. He's like, ooh, China sounds cool. Mm. You're the daughter of an emperor. Let's go.
Yeah.
So it's always very interesting when he meets new people and kind of brings people into his life, because he really seems to embrace them, like, fully.
Yeah.
Like, 100% all the way in. All the way in. Get it? Yeah. It's funny how those just pop up. Ah! Wow.
All the way in and they pop up. I mean, it's amazing how that happens.
I'm not clever enough to do that on purpose. It's just always an accident when it happens.
Ragnar has a lot of accidents.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Slipped right in.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's so interesting seeing every aspect of stuff that he's going through, because he's super fascinating. He's a great character. And, I mean, you know, he's my dude. Ragnar Lothbrok. You knew it was coming.
Just don't take any cues from that type of lifestyle.
I'm good. I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm good.
Because I will Lagatha your ass all day.
You have a shield now. You can throw it at me. We have a sword inside, so who knows? But yeah, there's a lot going on still over in Paris, over in England, Floki. Like, there's so much. I feel like
Rollo.
I feel like the storylines have really been kind of like building and building and building. So there's a whole bunch. I feel like those are the main ones that we kind of are, at least I'm most interested in.
Yeah.
The stuff that seems the biggest at the moment because it's surrounding, you know, our most common people. Mm-hmm. So, do you have any other thoughts before we jump into this?
No.
Let's go.
Doing?
This is our calf's grave. May I ask why you killed him?
I made a promise. I promised I'd kill him for taking my oath on. I suppose you would want to leave now that our calf is dead.
No, I wish to return to Paris with you and Ragnar.
Come here, go through. I will be leaving soon. Erlender's coming too. I advise you to keep your friends very close, for some of them will die only too soon.
Wow.
And the others will betray you. Do you understand?
It's a strong lesson right there.
For such a little guy.
I want to announce that we leave for Paris in 3 weeks to the day. But today is today, and we are here to perform an important ceremony in which my 2 boys, Ecbert and Fitzer, will receive their sacred arm rings. Take this offering of earth and salt to remind you that you belong both to the earth and to the sea. These arm rings symbolize your coming of age. They also bind you in loyalty and fealty to me, your king and your father. Any oath you swear upon these rings must be kept, or else you will sacrifice your honor and your place in Valhalla. Do you swear so?
Yes, father.
Put on your rings, my brothers.
I'm taking the boys with me to Paris.
What? They're just babies.
They're too young.
It is my decision if they come or not, and they are not too young to watch. They're safer with me than they were the last time with you.
Oh,
shit. They need some couples therapy. Yeah. For sure.
Trust issues. I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Alfred. There we go. I have decided to send my grandson, Prince Alfred, on a pilgrimage to Rome, so that he might see the Holy City and meet His Holiness the Pope. We all know the circumstances of Alfred's birth. It was my belief then, and it is still my belief, that Alfred has been chosen by God for great things.
I feel bad for the other kid.
The road to Rome is filled with untold dangers. The boy is still too young.
That is why I also wish you to accompany your son so that you may protect and comfort him.
Basically, I need you out of the house so that I can continue to be with Judith.
But who will lead our armies against Mercia and place its rightful queen at her throne?
I personally will lead our armies in that venture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at his face.
How long would it take to walk to Rome?
Father, we will walk for about 12 miles a day, and the whole journey is 1,100 miles.
It will be very tiring.
Only your feet will be tired, Your Highness. At the end of the journey, your soul will be filled with joy and happiness.
It's a long walk.
A little bit. How many steps is that?
Let me have the stash of my medicine. Mm-hmm. Don't have to dole it out to me like I'm a child.
Oh, Ragnar did a really nice job with her hair.
When it comes to this stuff, someone needs to control what apparently you cannot.
Then how will I get to Twinem in Paris?
Take me with you.
I'll...
I wanted to go. You said I can do as I please. It's the only way you can get your medicine.
Yeah, he's addicted.
Let me ask you a question. I want to know the day that I will die.
You will die on the day that the blind man sees you.
What?
Is that true? Don't lie to me.
Whether or not you believe is up to you. It's your course.
The day the blind man sees him?
Poor baby. Do you think he fully understands?
No. I wonder if she could fight.
I think she could.
So, Loki, how are you feeling?
I feel happy.
I feel among friends.
That's because you are among friends.
I want to see these dudes fight.
Tell us honestly, wouldn't you rather be traveling with Ragnar?
No, I'm here with my new friends, who love the gods as much as I do, and would never betray them.
King's stupid face.
Dude.
Where did you find it?
I took it from a berserker who was sent to kill me.
Yeah, staring right at you.
That dude wants no part of Bjorn, I guarantee it.
Nope.
I don't care how tough he acts.
Yeah.
Bjorn will squash him. What the hell's gonna happen when they show up?
Right. Well, I mean, because...
And Rollo's all set up and prepared for their attacks.
Does he betray his wife or does he betray his brother? Oh, shit. Oh, no.
That would probably be horrifying if you were on some trippy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about that kind of thing because I don't do it, but I'd imagine you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're possibly hallucinating.
Fare you well, pilgrims. May God in his grace keep you and console you on your long journey. I will say a prayer for you every day.
I shall miss you. Do as your father says, and Father Prudentius, they know best.
The first step is always the hardest.
Wow.
She's gonna be away from her boy for a very long time.
I mean, is it possible for a small child like that to walk 12 miles a day? Can you imagine the calories he must take in order to maintain his body weight?
It's pretty wild.
Frankish scouts.
So now you have pee on your shoe.
I don't think he cares. Fine Hair uses a sword.
Who's that?
Is that you, Harvard?
Harvard?
What the hell?
Who else could it be?
Why have you come back?
I know how you suffer. I know all your pain. The things you cannot tell anyone else. Come to me and I will put an end to your suffering and heal you and make you free.
The only thing I can think of make you free is, yeah, come have sex with me so that Ragnar will, you know, make you leave.
Oh shit.
Handling it. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Target practice for the kids.
Ragnar!
Oh.
Signal flares. News of our arrival will soon reach Paris.
Pretty cool. I mean, not good for them, but that's a pretty cool thing.
I'll take these.
Where are you going?
With my friends.
What about Ragnar? He is your friend?
Not anymore.
But he's...
What are you talking about? He tortured me and shamed me.
He spared your life.
I think he spared yours so good. I think he wanted to do much worse things to him.
Help me understand why you are here fighting, instead of trying to keep your baby safe.
Is she?
You've never spoken to me about Culf's death. It must have broken your heart.
Of course it didn't. My heart was broken a long time ago.
Aww.
It's on you, buddy.
I still don't understand why you are willing to risk your baby's life in battle.
Who are you to talk? I'm not your wife.
She's got a point.
Come on! Come on! Move!
Oh, shit.
Sick motherfuckers.
Never say no to Paris! Do you think they can say it? Do you think they can understand it?
Damn.
Dude seems a little crazy.
I mean, you know, more than usual, I guess.
We have planned for this day.
His Grace and I will now lead our forces to the 2 forts we have built downriver. And from these forts we will defend the city. We are ready for the heathen.
That was a big swallow right there.
Failure and triumph.
He's probably nervous.
I beg and beseech you. I actually would fall on my knees before you. The Emperor, the grandson of Charlemagne himself. I would beg you, for all we have given you, not to change sides, not to betray us. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, for the sake of Paris, do not return to your brother.
I will not betray you. I will not betray Paris. And I will not betray my wife.
Of course he will betray us if he can. Paris must never be left to the mercies of a pagan. When Ragnar appears, when his brother appears, is it not likely that our Duke Rollo will embrace him? Don't you think they might have already planned these things?
You needed him to fight with you.
I hope that's what happens. I don't think it will.
It was useful to us early on.
The Emperor fawns upon the Northmen. He should trust you more.
He does not know who to trust. He's an idiot. I have lost all faith. I will save Paris a second time. And then I will organize a coup against the Emperor. I will have him killed and I will replace him.
You will be the Emperor.
Yes.
Long live the Emperor. Long live the Emperor.
Damn, dude. That's some horrible shit to go through just to get some intel.
Do what you gotta do.
There's no sign of Rollo's camp. No. Does that surprise you?
I think that does surprise Bjorn, but it did not surprise Ragnar. What was that? The fuck? He is tripping. Baby Bjorn.
That's when things were good, right? Now he spiraled into this. He had his babies. He had his wife that he loved. This awesome piece of land. Athelstan.
Ivar, wake up. See who's here. It's Albert.
Blessed Ivar.
I'm concerned about that. Does he see Rollo. Is Ragnar like, I'm not fucking going through there.
Oh God!
Shit.
Don't go through there. Don't go through there. Son of a bitch!
Damn, man. Dude, what could they possibly... They've got to have so many different emotions going through their bodies seeing him like that.
I mean, like, with this whole fucking get-up and shit.
It's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I can't even... I don't know if I would scream uncle. I'd probably scream something else.
Motherfucker! Oh, no.
Like traitor, or I'd call him by his name. I wouldn't call him something that's family related. That fool ain't family no more.
You just killed you killed your entire camp. You turned your back against us.
Unless there's still a swerve coming, but I mean...
I don't feel like he's gonna give up
It's too
what
much.
he has.
To go back to practically nothing.
Yeah, and live in the shadow of Ragnar.
Yeah, he's in a really strong position right now, and I would actually at this point be shocked if he switched, if he went back.
Yeah, well, and it's like, oh, does he try and take his wife with him? Like, she's not gonna stand for that bullshit.
No, not at all. But like Ragnar's been there, done that with him. I would love for Bjorn to jump on that beach and just mess him up.
On that beach?
He's learned some things since the last time they've seen each other. And he's got this newfound ability and confidence. Might get him in trouble maybe one day against someone like Rollo, who's a skilled, experienced fighter. But who knows? Like, Bjorn's a beast now.
He is.
So...
I hope he kills Erlander soon.
He wants to. He's friggin'...
He's just waiting.
He keeps playing with the ring, if you notice that.
Like, every chance he gets, he plays with it.
Yeah, he's just a constant reminder.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit. Like, Ragnar's pissed. I'm sure Bjorn feels responsible for it. Because he's responsible for him. He's actually why Rollo was left behind.
Yeah.
Man, that...
Which makes Ragnar very unhappy.
Yes. Like, he let him know.
Basically, like, I fucking told you so. As soon as, like, he's like, I don't see Rollo's camp.
Yeah.
Really? Are you surprised?
This is going to be really interesting, because Rollo obviously knows everything about them and their tactics.
Yes.
So they're going to be...
But he doesn't know Fine Hair. What is Fine Hair going to provide?
His name is King Stupid Face.
Oh my god. King Harold.
I don't know. I want to see them in action. They carry themselves like they're badass. And I want to see them in action. I want to see how
they're really good at setting people on fire and peeing on them.
That was pretty ruthless. But I want to see them hand-to-hand combat. I want to see them fighting in the action when they know, because they ambushed the folks at the beach when they landed.
Anytime you say beach, it's like
beach. What a beach. But I'm very curious. He looks like him and his brother. I think they both kind of carry this attribute where they both look like they're super aggressive fighters. And he wasn't, I don't know if he had an axe on him, but he was carrying a sword around. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, he looks like one of those dudes who's like, I hate to use the word berserker because we know what a berserker is in this world, but he looks like he fights like super intense and like really
chaotic.
But like a controlled chaos, really fast, but like aggressive. Like that's the vibe I'm getting from him.
Okay.
So like I really want to, I'm very curious to see it play out because he carries himself, and I mean, he's a king. He has to be a king for a reason, you know? You don't just take that spot without being a little bit of a badass at least. Like, as much smack as I'm talking about him.
I mean, he's got the face tattoos. Those signify don't those signify like qualifications basically, like all the things that you've done in your life? I feel like Ragnar, every single time something happens, he gets like more tattoos.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the symbolism is for their tattoos and why they do it, but I mean that alone makes him a badass because it can't feel good to have this tattooed.
And there are a lot of nerve endings there.
Couldn't imagine, but like he's in a position for a reason. And I do give him a hard time because he showed up to my dude's place a little aggressive.
Wanting to be king of all Norway. I don't know,
making his intentions very known. And of course I'm not going to like him for that. But if he does some cool shit, if he fights well and kicks ass and does some cool stuff, then maybe I'll stop calling you stupid face. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, as of right now, that's what we're going with.
Okay.
So there's more going on in England as well. King Ecbert sent his youngest grandson on a mission to Rome to, because he's Athelstan's son. He believes that he's special and has a mission from God.
Destined for greatness.
Yeah, so he's gonna send them on this long ass journey into Rome, and
he's gonna meet the Pope.
Yeah, and he's gonna be a teenager when he gets back because it's
probably
a long ass journey.
So I want to know how this gets accomplished. A little kid walking 12 miles a day.
That's rough.
1,100 miles.
Yeah. That's a long journey on foot, without question.
Show.
Yeah, so it feels like things are really starting to heat up. I sense that we're going to get some kind of confrontation battle next episode, which always
They
fun.
left us hanging right now.
Yeah, I don't feel like they struggled the first time they showed up. They've had a lot of time to plan with the help of Rollo. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't feel like they've prepared. I don't feel Ragnar's done anything extra in prep for this arrival. So I'm actually a little concerned that they're going to get their asses beat in this, at least in this first kind of attempt.
Yeah, I worry that they're going to go just with the boats, just straight in, and
that's not going to be a good idea.
No.
And before we wrap this up, we got to talk about Harbor showing back up and Ivar getting all giggly like, oh my god, he's the greatest thing ever.
Like, Daddy!
Yeah. Basically, that's how he was acting.
Like, yay, I'm so excited to see you. But also, like, strangely, like, a lot of giggling.
Yeah. Like, and then he kind of even gave him kind of a weird look
like,
at the very end.
It's funny.
Like, or he saw something, or
he knows what he did.
Something. Like, I feel like he saw something.
I also feel like Aslog wants to, like, start a new life with her. This is our son Ivar now.
Oh, 100%. Like, just it's so weird that, like, the moment Ragnar takes everyone on another trip, he's there to console her and fix all of her problems and to help fix Ivar's problems. This dude is a problem. Yeah. Whatever the hell he is. Mm-hmm. He is a big problem. I'm curious to see where it goes and why he came back and what is he going to do. Do you have any thought on that?
I don't.
All right, y'all. There it is. Another episode down. Leave your comments down below. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we will catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.